Hi guys, welcome back to Math with Mr. Hustle. Today we're going to do section 7-5, solving equations with variables on both sides. So we have our steps down here. Some will look familiar, some will be new. Step 1, if we have parentheses in the problem, we have to distribute. Step 2, we have to combine like terms. If we remember, like terms have the same variable on them. So something like 2a plus a, we would do that and we would get 3a. Step 3, add or subtract to get variables and their numbers with them on the same side of the equal sign. So our example 4a plus 1 equals 2a plus 3. Since 2a is positive, we subtract it from both sides. 4a minus 2a got us 2a, and we still have plus 1 equals 3. We then have to get the number without variables on the same side, and we have to get them on the opposite side of the variable. So we have to add or subtract to get just numbers away from variables. So we have the plus 1 and the 2a on the same side. We need to get the plus 1 away. So we subtract 1 from both sides and we get 2a equals 2. Our fifth step is to multiply or divide by the number next to the variable. So we have to use inverse operations to see what we want to do. It's 2a equals 2, so we're going to divide. Divide 2 on both sides, we get a equals 1. And sixth step is optional. You can check it, and if you want to check it, you should get the same answer on both sides. So if we go down to example 1 here, we have parentheses. So my first step is to distribute. Say 6 times g gets me 6g. 6 times 3 gets me 18. Equals, we have another set of parentheses, so we have to distribute. Can't forget we're distributing at negative 2, so negative 2 times g gives us negative 2g. Negative 2 times 31 gets us negative 62. So now if I want to look, I need to get variables on the same side. So I have a minus 2g. I need to get it over there, so I just want to draw my line. I'm going to add 2g to both sides. That cancels out. And I get 8g. I still have my plus 18 equals negative 62. So now I need to get the 18 away from the g. So I say minus 18, and I get 8g equals negative 62 minus 18 is going to get me negative 80. From here, I need to get the g by itself, so I use inverse operations, and I say divide by 8, I have a g left, and I divide by 8 over here, I get negative 10. So if I wanted to check this then, I could put that in. I can say g equals negative 10, so I'm going to put it in 6 parentheses, negative 10 plus 3 equals negative 2 parentheses, negative 10 plus 31. And I can check this, I have to do parentheses first. So negative 10 plus 3 gets me negative 7. 6 times negative 7 is negative 42. Then if I do this side, negative 10 plus 31 gives me 21. Negative 2 times 21 gives me negative 42. So it works. Our second part of this is we have word problems and we need to create equations with them. So the equations we're going to use is d equals r times t. So that's distance equals rate times time. So we need to go through this now and figure out what we need. Beth leaves her home on her bike riding at a steady rate of 8 miles per hour. Okay. Her brother leaves home on his bike half an hour later and follows her route. So I'm going to say half an hour later. It's the same route. He rides at a steady rate of 12 miles per hour. How long after Beth leaves home will he catch up? So I'm going to go ahead and try to write this equation. If he catches up, they went the same distance. Beth's distance equal to brother's distance. Let's fill in what we know. We know that rate times time is going to equal the rate times time. Beth's rate was 8. Her brother's rate is 12. Do we know how long they rode? No. So we're going to say Beth rode for X minutes or hours, and her brother rode, we're going to say X because it's going to be the same time, but if he started a half hour later, we're going to say minus 30. So now we have our equation. So my first step, we have parentheses distribute. 12 times x is 12x minus 360 equals 8x. So we need to get numbers and variables on the same side. Minus 12x, negative 4x equals negative 360. And then I have to divide by negative 4 on both sides. So x equals 90. And we look, since the 30 was in minutes, my time here is in minutes. So x equals 90 minutes, or he catches up at 1.5 hours. Make sure we have a label on it. Either one of these is fine. That's all, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.